I am proud to say that I'm a first-generation college student, and I was honored to make my family proud by not only being a student, but also an athlete.
So being a student athlete is, it was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. Getting an opportunity to extend my playing time of a sport that I played for so long, and getting the opportunity to come to a school like BSU was really, really rewarding, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Man, being a student athlete at Bemidji State, it means a lot. Not a lot of people see what goes into it. They see you on Saturdays and in spring ball and stuff like that, and they see the highlights and the homecoming wins. But the most fun I ever had was in the locker room and on the bus rides and at practice and in meetings, as crazy as that sounds. But all that stuff that goes into behind the scenes it means so much more.
It means the world to have been chosen to represent such an amazing university and community that not only wants to see you succeed in your athletics, but also in your life. To have been part of a family as close as BSU Athletics, who supports one another, was honestly one of the coolest experiences ever.
The best part of being a student athlete at Bemidji State was the relationships that I made.
Being a Beaver is something bigger than your team and yourself. It's a family.
To have been a Beaver to me meant that I was a part of a family and a loving culture.
BSU hockey to me means family. It was always just great coming to the rink and knowing that you constantly have a family supporting you, whether it's on the ice, off the ice.
These past 4 years have been amazing, and I couldn't have made it without my team, which I consider my second family.
Being a Beaver has meant being a part of a close-knit community.
A welcoming family, and they got a lot of passion for the game, but they care for you on and off the ice.
Being a Beaver means you're part of something much bigger than just yourself. You're part of a community full of kind, hard-working friends, and anytime you're down, it seems like there's 10 hands waiting there to help you back up.
I always have my team behind me, cheering me on no matter where I go, because over these last 4 years, they've become my second family.
BSU hockey means family to me.
Athletes are a pretty close-knit group. We kind of all stick together and make some lifelong friends inside of our own individual sports and also outside.
My favorite memory of being a student athlete here at Bemidji State would have to be this year when we beat number 8 Wayne State here at home, because it showed how much our hard work has paid off.
My favorite memory as a student athlete was winning the conference my junior year.
Hockey Day Minnesota against Michigan Tech, and that overtime game, that was pretty special.
My favorite memory as a student athlete is sitting in Coach Stone's living room hearing that Bemidji State Soccer punched their ticket to the NCAA for the first time in program history.
Being the Gophers and making history down at their place. We were the first team to beat them in the first round of sections in history, so that was my freshman year. I think it's just something that was really cool to look back on.
Being able to celebrate our hard work and success on our home field with all of our friends, family, and fans.
My advice for underclassmen would be to really cherish and take advantage of every moment you're given. As cliche as it sounds, these 4 years are over in the blink of an eye, and you're going to look back and you might remember those big wins, but you're going to remember the friendships you've made, and you're going to be able to have those for the rest of your life. So really take advantage of the time you have with your friends and with your teammates.
Quit putting so much pressure on yourself and just go have fun and play your sport.
Work hard, support each other, have fun. It goes by super fast like everyone says, but it's honestly the best moments of your life, and just really enjoy them.
My advice for underclassmen is that working hard always pays off. It's not going to be easy, but it's 100% going to be worth it.
Take every memory into account, and it may not happen again. You may not beat Wisconsin again, you may not go to the final face-off again, so when you get those opportunities, make the most of it.
Buy into what our coaches are preaching to us, because it will pay off sooner or later.
You can always work harder than you are. You always believe that you're working hard, but actually how hard are you working?
Enjoy every part that you can, whether that's on the court or off the court, or whatever sport that you play.
My biggest advice to people coming up is just try to build relationships with as many people as you can in your 4 or 5 years here.
What I will take away from being a student athlete is just the hard work that it takes to be able to participate and perform at any collegiate level, I would say.
Been taught a lot of things about leadership, a lot of things about being a good teammate, the tradition here. I think I'm going to take a lot of things away from this, and I can't express how fortunate I was to have this opportunity here at Bemidji.
One thing that I definitely have learned from being a student athlete at Bemidji State is that you just never want to take anything for granted. And I feel as if almost all spring sport athletes can definitely go ahead and vouch on this one. It was really sad and disappointing to have our season taken away so quickly and so abruptly, but with that, we're all able to kind of take a step back and just realize that you really never should take anything for granted, whether it be through sports with the early morning conditioning and lifting to late night bus rides to anything throughout life. Just making sure that we're always living in the moment and just never taking anything for granted out of that.
Go Beavers!
Go Beavers!
Go Beavs!
Go Beavers!
Go Beavs!
Go Beavers!
Go Beavers!
Go Beavers!